Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Todd and Julie Chrisley moving on to whole new state. During Todd Chrisley's first post-prison press conference, he shared that he and his family were done with Nashville, Tennessee. Although it would always be home, it was time for a big change. So, where are Todd and Julie Chrisley headed next? Keep reading for more details. Todd and Julie Chrisley moving on. It has been a rough ride for Todd and Julie Chrisley. They amassed an incredible amount of fame through their reality series, Chrisley Knows Best. Along with their children and Todd's mother, Nanny Faye, fans flocked to the show and their never-ending antics. Unfortunately, legal troubles started to plague the couple, and they were soon convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion. This led them to each receive lengthy sentences in separate states, keeping them apart from their kids and each other. After nearly 2.5 years, they were pardoned by President Donald Trump and released within a day. Shortly after, Todd appeared at a press conference with his daughter, Savannah Chrisley. There, he shared this insight regarding the next move. The Chrisleys relocated to Nashville from Georgia nearly a decade ago, and that was where Savannah raised her 2 younger siblings while her parents were away. Now they have settled on a new location, and it still has Southern charm. Todd and Julie Chrisley are headed to Charleston, South Carolina, and they have big plans for their new home. The duo is hopeful that they can purchase a mansion, which they will turn into a hotel. Of course, their presence will still remain in the public eye. The family has a new reality series coming up this year, which began filming while Todd and Julie were still away. It was to show how the kids and Nanny Faye were handling life on their own. Yet, the moment the couple was pardoned, cameras promptly went back up to capture every moment. Judge Todd. While Todd and Julie Chrisley were behind bars, Savannah Chrisley moved into their Nashville home. She spent her time raising her younger siblings, Grayson and Chloe, while working and fighting. However, when Todd returned to the mansion, he was judging and criticizing every aspect. Things did not look right to him, but his daughter had to remind him that she was taking care of her brother and sister. At the same time, she was speaking and traveling to fight on their behalf and for prison reform. Therefore, maintaining the perfect yard was not her priority. As for who will join Todd and Julie in Charleston, it is yet to be determined. In an unexpected twist to their ever-unfolding saga, Todd and Julie Chrisley are reportedly preparing for a major life reboot, one that involves packing up what's left of their Southern charm and planting roots in an entirely different state. According to sources close to the embattled couple, this move isn't just geographical, it's symbolic. After years of headlines, court battles, and prison bars, the Chrisleys are determined to rewrite their narrative. And it all begins with a change of scenery. While Todd still resides in the minimum security confines of Pensacola FCI, and Julie serves her sentence at the Lexington Federal Medical Center, whispers have begun circulating among their inner circle, and even among inmates, that the couple is planning a post-prison pivot to a brand new state. But where? And why now? Seeds of change. Todd has always believed in reinvention. A family friend shared. He's had real estate empires, reality shows, a podcast, and scandals. But he still believes the second act of his life will be his greatest. According to insiders, that second act may begin not in Georgia or Tennessee, where the couple built their fame, but in North Carolina, a state that offers proximity to family, the slower pace of Southern living, and most importantly, a fresh start away from the paparazzi-laced streets of Nashville and Atlanta. The idea reportedly came to Todd during one of his many journal writing sessions in prison, where he's had more than enough time to reflect on past mistakes and dream about what comes next. Julie, ever the quieter, more private of the two, is reportedly on board with the move, not just for the sake of rebuilding, but for healing. Sources say her time in the medical facility has been filled with soul-searching, prayer, and a deepening faith. The thought of starting anew in a place where their last name doesn't echo down every street and courtroom hallway has given her something to look forward to, include buying a modest farmhouse property on the outskirts of Asheville, known for its mountains, artsy vibe, and spiritual grounding. Unlike their previous palatial estates, the rumored new home is said to be a charming but unpretentious property with plenty of room for gardening, a wraparound porch, and, of course, space for Nanny Faye to sit and sip sweet tea. They want to live more quietly, said another source. This isn't about flaunting wealth anymore. This is about reclaiming peace. But not everyone is convinced this move is entirely innocent. Strategic move or image reboot? Some critics argue that this relocation could be part of a larger strategy to help the couple distance themselves from the fallout of their legal troubles. Changing states could open the door to new business opportunities, new social circles, and perhaps even another media venture. And while the Chrisleys have insisted that their days of reality TV are behind them, rumors of a redemption docuseries have been quietly gaining traction. Todd's thinking long-term, an industry insider speculated. He's looking at inspirational books, public speaking gigs, maybe even a return to podcasting, all framed around the idea of faith, failure, and forgiveness. He knows that America loves a good comeback. The move also strategically places them closer to Savannah Chrisley, who has assumed guardianship of her younger brother Grayson and niece Chloe. Savannah has reportedly been house hunting in nearby Charlotte, another sign that the family may be attempting to reconsolidate their support system in a single region. A family divided or united? While Savannah is said to be supportive of her parents' desire for a new start, others in the family aren't quite as sure. Lindsay Chrisley, Todd's daughter from a previous marriage, has remained somewhat distant despite moments of reconciliation. Her ties to the North Carolina area are minimal, and some say she may not follow the rest of the clan. Chase Chrisley, on the other hand, has been more vocal in recent months about wanting to leave behind the tabloid lifestyle. "I want to be more than just a headline," he recently told followers in his social media Q&A. "If my parents' moving gives us all that reset, then good for them." And while Grayson and Chloe are still adjusting to life without their parents at home, the idea of eventually reuniting under one roof, in a place that doesn't carry the weight of past mistakes, gives them something to hope for. The neighbors are talking, news travels fast in small towns, and the idea of the Chrisleys moving into a sleepy North Carolina community has sparked plenty of local chatter. "I heard they're looking at the old Wilson estate down by the river," one resident speculated on Facebook. "Hope they like potluck Sundays and quiet nights. We're not exactly Nashville around here." Another chimed in, "Well, if they're looking for peace, they'll find it. Just don't bring the cameras, drama, or fake accents." Others, however, seem cautiously optimistic. Everyone deserves a second chance. Maybe they've learned their lesson. Maybe they just want to live like the rest of us now. Let them try. The road ahead. As for Todd and Julie, their journey to North Carolina won't officially begin until their prison terms end. Todd isn't scheduled for release until 2033, though that may change with ongoing appeals and good behavior, and Julie's current release date is in 2028. But their relocation plans are already in motion, according to sources familiar with family discussions. Inmates close to Todd even claim he's already drawing mock-up floor plans and jotting down ideas for a vegetable garden. And in a recent prison email leak, Todd reportedly wrote to a family friend, "This world knocked us down, but it won't keep us down. I've walked through fire, but I'm coming out refined. And when I do, Julie and I will build something stronger than we ever had before. Not out of marble and chandeliers, but faith, forgiveness, and freedom." Whether the world is ready to welcome the Chrisleys with open arms remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, for Todd and Julie, the road ahead leads to a new state, both literally and emotionally. And maybe, just maybe, that's the kind of reset money can't buy. Ask ChatGPT.